Communities in Southern California are now on the road to recovery after they were hit hard by a massive earthquake on Friday. 8 News Now reporter Orko Manna has been in Ridgecrest, California all weekend. He brings us up to speed on the good news first responders are reporting now.
Damage assessments have been made in neighborhoods like this one here in Ridgecrest following Friday's 7.1 magnitude earthquake, but now the focus is shifting to the recovery process.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Roofs caved in, you see everything off the walls, you see broken glass, shatters on the floor.
This was the scene Friday in Ridgecrest, California as the earthquake hit. Kern County Supervisor Mick Gleason experienced it firsthand. His job now is to make sure all residents get connected to the right resources.
The damage is not visible, and I don't think it's done yet, because I think the structures are still failing as we speak because they're weakened significantly, and I think things change.
Now it is time for recovery.
Police and fire officials say things are finally slowing down and progress is being made.
All of our roads and concrete, such as sidewalks, gutters, have been inspected, and all of our roads are in good condition. And you can travel upon all of them.
More good news, only minor injuries have been reported.
Any time that we can, go through a 7.1 earthquake and we do not report a fatality, a major injury, do not suffer structural damage that was of significance, I want to say that's a blessing and a miracle.
Police and fire officials tell us they will still have crews on standby in case of any future events. Reporting in Ridgecrest, California, Orko Manna, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Orko. And people in Ridgecrest are still on edge tonight, as he mentioned, following last week's earthquakes. A meeting with city leaders just wrapped up there. Let's bring in Joe Mueller, who was standing by with the latest developments. Joe, what can you tell us?
Sasha, good evening. Yeah, that meeting just wrapping up here a few moments ago, like you'd mentioned. I'll give you a look behind me here at the community center. There's still some residents lingering around here asking some of the questions that they still have, but I like the big message here tonight is that response efforts are over. Now it's on to recovery. This is the first town hall since those 2 major earthquakes from last week. Speakers from a number of agencies took the stage here at the community center to explain they are here to help with the needs from damage to emotional help. Emergency responders and government officials said their operations in the city are getting back to normal. Some good news is the hospital is back in operation as usual. Bad news is there were 2 incidents of looting. Now, PG&E explained all gas leaks are repaired, but they will continue to survey the service to every single customer. A big part of this meeting, though, explaining to people they can report the damage they have at their property. They have set up an email, quakedamage@ridgecrest-ca.gov, for residents to report any damage. Cal OES explained what they should look out for, from cracks to heavy damage on the property. Now, with the talks of recovery going on, they also want to remind people that another earthquake is possible, especially with the number of aftershocks that are being felt. They stress being prepared for another earthquake is crucial.
This is our time for preparation now for the next one. So please prepare. I'm horrible at that myself. None of us were probably prepared for this. Maybe a couple people, Oberfell. So water, have supplies, and the rule is at least 72 hours, because sometimes it might take us 72 hours to get to you. It depends.
Red Cross will continue to help residents who need it at the community center, from food to water to shelter. In total, Governor Gavin Newsom estimated damage to cost $100 million, so the work here is far from over. Now, back out here live, we are inside the community center again, where things are just wrapping up after this first town hall since those 2 earthquakes. And this location here is also serving as that Red Cross shelter, and they say they'll be here another week or 2. Reporting live in Ridgecrest, I'm Joe Mueller. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Joe, and obviously people there have a lot to deal with right now, as you mentioned. So could you tell me what they're most concerned about right now?
Yeah, this just wrapped up within the past 15 minutes, and right before that it was a little session of Q&A for these residents to start asking questions about their concerns from transportation. A lot of people with disabilities asking how they can get to these locations that have been set up for assistance, and some other people asking questions about, is this going to cost them anything? How much money will they have to spend for this assistance? But then also telling them, the officials telling them, it's not going to cost them anything. They're here for the help, anything from emotional needs to the damage at their home. So recovery efforts are are on here now, and so the community of Ridgecrest can get back to normal, and that's what officials here are stressing. They want this community to get back to normal. Sasha, I'll send it back to you.
Joe